It's back by popular demand. As it turns out, there are just too many women MMA fighters for a single video. So today we're taking a look at some more of the best of women's MMA. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back every week for more Ultimate MMA. Champion Zhang Weili's rise to fame was so quick, if you blinked, you might have missed it. Weili's first UFC fight was against Danielle Taylor at UFC 227. And as you might have guessed, the future champion dominated the fight and won by unanimous decision. The winning streak has not stopped. Weili handled her next several fights with ease, finally making it to UFC on ESPN Plus 15, where she would challenge Jessica Andrade for the Women's Strawweight Championship.
That's going to be a key to victory in this fight. You've got to move around and use those kicks. She can't stay in the pocket like that because Andrade looks to fight like this. Wow!
Oh, clips! And now knees to the body for John.
Wow!
Elbows up top.
This is back for Andrade.
Is this the moment?
This is their heavy knees.
Minutes.
This is the
Zhang Weili makes history.
Weili won in the first round by technical knockout, securing the championship and a Performance of the Night bonus. So far, Weili has had to defend her title once at UFC 248 against striking legend and fan favorite Joanna Jędrzejczyk. It was one of the most entertaining fights in UFC history, winning Weili a Fight of the Night award and a victory by split decision. We can't wait to see who she takes down next. Meisha Tate may be more well-known as Ronda Rousey's rival, but Tate was an impressive fighter all on her own. Meisha got her start dominating Strikeforce, making it quickly apparent that Cupcake had star power. Tate would get her start on The Ultimate Fighter 17 opposite Ronda Rousey, setting the beginnings of one of the UFC's biggest rivalries. Tate lost that fight in the final round by TKO, but that didn't stop her. Tate secured her first win in the UFC when she went against Liz Carmouche at UFC on Fox. Meisha secured that win by unanimous decision and went on to challenge Olympic medalist and wrestler Sara McMann at UFC 183. Many were shocked to find Tate was able to out-grapple McMahon and win the fight by majority decision. Tate would finally go for the belt at UFC 196, where she would take on the Preacher's daughter, Holm.
About 2 minutes away from going the distance for the first time in a championship fight. There it is. Holly's trying to get right back up. She needs to. Meisha hanging on. Holly walking over towards the cage.
Oh, this is a dogfight. Meisha's got her back.
Holly stands up. She's got to be careful.
Meisha's got her neck.
Meisha looking to lock it in. Meisha looking to choke her out. Whoa!
She's got her back. Still has it.
She's got it.
She's tapping. She's tapping.
It's all over.
Meisha
Tate is the new UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion.
My God!
The first 4 rounds were a very close back-and-forth exchange. It wasn't until the 5th round Tate got Holm into a rear-naked choke and won by technical submission. Tate would lose her belt to Amanda Nunes soon after, and finally retired in 2016, stating, "I love this sport forever, but it's not my time anymore." Thug Rose Namajunas has long been a fan-favorite fighter in the UFC. Rose is a fantastic technical striker with a great gauge on distance and some tight combos. Thug got her start on The Ultimate Fighter but didn't quite hit her stride until UFC 192, when she went up against Angela Hill. In the first round, Namajunas took down Hill and secured a submission victory via rear-naked choke. Namajunas was on a roll from there, defeating fighters such as Paige Van Zandt, Tisha Torres, and Michelle Waterson. Thug Rose would finally get to go after the Strawweight Championship at UFC 217 against Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Namajunas was coming in as a huge underdog, as Joanna was undefeated at this point. But Rose shocked the world when she landed strikes that knocked Joanna out in the first round.
For the champ have all been by unanimous decision, but you gotta be careful hanging out in the pocket against Jędrzejczyk.
Well, Rose.
Oh! Another knockdown!
Rose Namajunas trying to close the show.
She was doing a great job of fading.
That's it.
It's over.
Rose Namajunas. Rose Namajunas.
The Rose.
Unbelievable.
Many thought this victory must have been a fluke. So Joanna came back for a rematch at UFC 223. This was a brutal fight, with both women giving it their all in every round. Rose ended up with a win by unanimous decision. Rose lost her title to Jessica Andrade not too long after, but we can't wait to see who she fights next. We're hoping to see Thug Rose and Zhang Weili in the octagon soon. Speaking of, Jessica Andrade definitely had to make our list of best women mixed martial artists. Andrade also got her UFC start with The Ultimate Fighter, but she wouldn't get her first UFC win until UFC Fight Night 30 against Rosie Sexton. Jessica was completely dominant in every round and won by unanimous decision. After mixed success, Andrade went from the bantamweight division down to the strawweight division, first taking on former title challenger Jessica Penne at UFC 199.
Oh, and a left. Penne's just taking a beating here.
And Andrade coming in fearless. Again, uppercuts.
This seems like a matter of time.
Man, gonna whisk her. Looking for it right now.
Herzog's taking a very close look at them. He can stop this fight.
Jason Herzog right there. Trying to finish it right here, right now.
Stop the fight. Just stop the fight.
It is all over. Jessica Andrade.
Andrade won the matchup by TKO in the second round. Andrade would make her way to the Women's Strawweight Championship at UFC 237, where she would challenge the champion Rose Namajunas. Andrade won Fight of the Night, Performance of the Night, and the championship belt by a slam knockout in the second round.
Nope, can't lift there. She's still getting oh, she slammed her right out. No, you can't. Jessica Andrade, UFC Strawweight Champion.
Andrade would eventually lose her title to challenger Zhang Weili, but we wouldn't be surprised to see her go after that belt one more time. Holm is probably best known for being the woman to put an end to Ronda Rousey's reign in the bantamweight division. But she should also be known for her fierce determination and powerful striking. Holm was the first fighter to move on from boxing to being a champion in MMA. Holly's first UFC fight was against Raquel Pennington at UFC 184, where Holm squeaked out a win by split decision. Not too many fights later, Holm would face Ronda Rousey at UFC 193. The Preacher's Daughter was a huge underdog coming into this fight, as Rousey was still undefeated and clearly had some grudge against Holm. So when Holm knocked Rousey out with a high kick in the second round, it shocked everyone.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
She's hurt. Is in trouble.
She's hurt.
Holly looking to finish.
He's out.
Holly Holm is the new UFC bantamweight champion of the world.
Oh my God.
Holm would lose her title defense to Meisha Tate at UFC 196, but that hasn't stopped Holm from coming back. Holm would come after the bantamweight belt again, first facing Betch Kohea at UFC Fight Night. Holly would win that fight in the third round by knockout, once again landing a huge head kick. From there, the Preacher's Daughter has had some mixed success, but is still in the game. We can't wait to see who she challenges next. What do you think? Is there anybody we missed? When will we get that Weili Namajunas fight? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back every week for more Ultimate MMA.